Okay, we are now recording. All right, guys, it's Kenzo back with another video. So today we are going to be talking about social media and body dysmorphia. So I feel like the two kind of go hand in hand, especially nowadays. So yes, it's Kenzo. We're back with the O Word podcast, and we have Miss Tiana here with us today.
What's going on?
So yeah, this is a topic I've been wanting to discuss for a really long time. I just think, like I said, we just knew out here in 2021, but I feel like 2020, 2019, I feel like I've watched such a difference and such a change happening in people's confidence, and I feel like the way women are judged, I feel we're just held to this high standard, and I'm like, damn, we fresh out here, leave us alone, we trying to figure things out.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a topic that I really wanted to talk about. So yeah, let's jump right in. K. Michelle is actually one of the people, when I think of plastic surgery and stuff, she's one of the people I think of because of everything she went through with having, I think she had illegal butt injections actually. So
yeah, I think you're right.
On the black market or whatever is what was going on with that. But she ended up having the injections leak into her bloodstream, leak down her legs, and was causing her to have, actually had to write it down because I was like, I need to get this right. Mm-hmm. She had fat necrosis, which is basically the death of your cells, your fatty cells that you need. So that's really serious. It can cause numbness, bleeding, infection, and pain, which are all, terrible things to be experiencing. But it's I almost feel I don't know if you ever watched Love and Hip Hop when she was on there.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost because when she first started, she didn't have, she was beautiful. She's always been beautiful. Mm-hmm. But she didn't have that body, I guess, that she wanted. And it's almost I think, when you're on TV, you want to look a certain way. And when everyone else has the big butts and the small waist and the big boobs, voluptuous, you want to look like that. You want to look and feel your best. So I think almost she was not bullied into it, but kind of I don't know what to call it. Kind of,
peer pressure along.
Peer pressure, yeah. So, but then look at how it turned out. It was almost deadly for her to do that. So it's just at what point is enough?
Right.
I really want to make it very clear though, I don't look down on people that have plastic surgery. Truthfully, there's a couple things I want to get to myself. Mm-hmm. But I just always wonder, is this society making me want to do this, or do I really want to do it? Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it'd be well, I've always wanted to get my boobs done because I've always had really big boobs, and I hate it because I can't wear certain things, or it makes me look bigger than I am, or when I am, right now, I'm a little thick on them. So it just makes you feel and look bigger than you are, and it's just frustrating. So personally, I've always, ever since I was young, I was oh, I just want to get my boobs done. I just want smaller boobs so I can wear this or do that. But other things, I'm is this society making me want to do this, or do I really want to do it?
Yeah.
But I try not to judge people that get it done, especially people that are in the public eye, because just filming these videos, I'll watch them and I'll be ugh. For myself, I'm
yes,
ugh.
Oh my God.
And it's this
Same.
is just me looking at this and my few followers. I don't have hundreds and thousands and millions of people looking at me, so I can only imagine how they feel about it. And then I feel not only society, but men, I feel they're just you have to be perfect, and you have to be, look this way and be this way so that I can find you attractive, so then I can do this and I can do that. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm is it really us, or is it everybody else?
Right.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I understand why people get, plastic surgery. I'm just at what point is enough?
Yeah.
It's a lot right now.
Yeah, especially right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the standard of beauty on social media. And it's crazy because we're so used to a certain thing on social media that we forget that when we go outside, nobody looks like that.
Exactly.
And then we're just sitting there comparing ourselves, but in reality, we look like everybody in our town.
Yeah.
We look like everybody around us. Like, with the exception of towns like Atlanta, Houston, you know, New York, all that shit. Like, places where people are doing this very often or getting their bodies done or whatever the case may be. But what people fail to realize is, like, when you get your body done, too, it's not going to look the same on everybody.
Right.
So you can have the big hips, big booty, big titties, and a tiny waist, but if you're a short girl, you're still going to look a little stocky.
Right.
Or if you're a really lengthy girl, it's going to look awkward, like an ant. Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of different...
No, you're right. Because sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? Like... what's her name? Khloe Kardashian. It got to a point where I was like, sis, I know your family has to tell you, you are looking really crazy out here. Like, this does not
because you want to be super skinny, but
then
you
have
want
these
to have
huge
exactly
butt. Like, girl,
this
what?
Huge butt that's not natural to you. And there's nothing wrong with, like, the way you looked before. There's nothing wrong with the way that you looked in the in-between state when you was a little thicker than the rest of your sisters.
Right.
But now you just want, like, this really artificial look to you. And like you said, if you want to have plastic surgery,
do that.
I would be lying if I said I never considered it.
Right.
And still do to this day. I still consider it. But it's just, like you said, when is enough? And when is it that you're getting it for you? Versus when you're getting it for other people. When you're constantly comparing yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the only qualm, I should say, that I have with social media. Yeah. Because of the comparison. The comparison, exactly.
It, like, never ends. It's, like, ridiculous. And I think people are, like, trying to compete, and it's like, this is crazy. Like, this is really crazy. Like, literally, when is enough? Like, does it ever stop? And, like, who is it? Lil' Kim. Mm-hmm. Like, I know, I was reading about her a long time ago because I love her, but they were saying, like, it all started because of her boyfriend, like, beating her, and it was, like, a cosmetic thing, like, being, like, disfigured. Like, she was trying to fix, you know, things that he was messing up. But it's, like, eventually, obviously, it took a turn, and, like, because now you look absolutely nothing like how you did. And she was beautiful.
Oh, my God.
She was absolutely beautiful. Not that she's not beautiful now, but it was a different type of beauty. Like, just naturally, she was a very pretty girl.
Something I genuinely have not ever seen again.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody that looks like OG Lil' Kim.
Yeah. No, like, she was just different. Yeah. Beautiful. Like, and I think in that time, no one looked like her. And I think I had read somewhere that she said, like, that was hard, like, because she was a darker skinned girl, and you didn't see that. Like, it just wasn't happening. It wasn't going down like that then. Like, it was just, like, all a bunch of light skinned girls with, you know, long flowy hair. Like, Lil' Kim with a blonde wig. Like, that. I was like, girl, she was stunning. Yes. But, like, I feel like more so now that would be acceptable. Mm-hmm. But she was saying, like, back then it just wasn't. So that's kind of another thing that added to her wanting to, you know, do the plastic surgery. And now it's just like she's unrecognizable. Like, sometimes I'll see pictures of her and I'll be like, who the hell is that? And then they're like, oh, that's Lil' Kim. I'm like, what? Right. Like, huh? Like, this is not adding up. But, like, you know, maybe it did start with, you know, her boyfriend abusing her, and she thought, like, you know, I have to do this to, you know, look this way or be, but now it's just like, I just want to know, like, what was it where she was like, fuck it, I'm about to just completely do myself over. Like, I'm about to start from scratch.
Well, that's what they say.
Do this, do that.
They're like, a lot of people always say that it's addicting. Mm-hmm. And, you know, not everybody gets addicted to it, but it is addicting. It's something that if you have an addictive personality and you have body dysmorphia, it's not safe for you to do because you can engage in it too heavily, and then it becomes dangerous.
And people like Black China, like, and you know, her and Rob were like battling with their like custody arrangement with Dream or whatever. And I don't know if he was just saying this just to like try to get at her or whatever, but he said, and I'm like, this does make sense because I've heard this from several different, not about her, but with several different people. They were saying you become addicted to the pain meds that you get as well. So it's like, let me just do this surgery so I can get this level of like pain med. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not, it's because it might not be stuff that you can get on the street. It's like something you can only get from your doctor.
Right.
So you're like, sure, I'll do this little procedure and do this so that I can have this many, weeks of being on these pain meds.
Right.
But yeah, like women like Blac Chyna, I'm like, she looks almost completely different from the Blac Chyna I know, with the straight bangs and the little what's it called, the piercings that she had?
What are they?
Dermals,
dimples, or
whatever. She
like
had
that.
I used to love me some Blac Chyna, okay, but she looks completely different, and it's like, were you doing this because you wanted to, or because you felt pressured into this because of the lifestyle that you're that you're living in? I just feel like it's just so much on women to, like, it's just, we just have to be perfect, we have to look perfect, and it's just like, oh my god, like, it's just too much, because I don't really know any men, probably besides like Michael Jackson, who were like,
at that heavy,
but Drake, he's definitely done a little bit here, a little bit there, because he did not look like that at all. So I don't know what all he has had done,
but that's another thing too, is like with men, it's not plastic surgery, but there's a lot of appearance issues, like having a full and connected beard.
Yes. So they started the little lace front beard thingies.
Yes, they did. Having a perfect shape up.
Right.
If you ain't got no edges, they got that for you too. I'm telling you, like, there's so much, like having a somewhat fit body. Yeah. And being able to dress, like, the standards aren't as high by any capacity, but they're there, Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if I can fully put the blame on society or social media, because we make up society and we decide what's acceptable and what's the standard. And so in reality, like, these are the things that we see, but to some capacity, this is the things we enjoy seeing. And this is what we like to see the most of. So when it constantly is on our feed, we're the only people we can blame. Right. That's true. What I mean? So, like, we do have to take some accountability for the fact that all that comparing and stuff is coming from our subconscious. Right. Like, we're addicted to that feeling of not being good enough. Right. If that makes any sense. But, with that being said, it's like, it goes, beyond even, like, the plastic surgery for women. It's also, like, the tanning. And the veneers. Everybody and their mama got veneers. And you know what? We gotta talk about the veneers, girl. It looks crazy sometimes. I'm like, you have these big ass teeth in your little ass mouth. Like, what in the hell is going on? What's her name? Jada. I don't remember what kind of, because some of the veneers, they have to shave your teeth down. Yes. Some of them are like caps that they put over your teeth. So she had the caps that you put over your teeth. And I remember when she got this done, this was before she had her son, and she looked insane. And everybody was like, yo, what is going on with your teeth? Yeah. And she was like, she eventually went and got them out, and she's like, I don't know why I ever got them done, because my teeth are like naturally straight. They're naturally like white. Like, I have nice teeth. Like, I don't know why I ever even went through that process. And she's like, I looked crazy. And I'm like, yes, you did. Like, because she's very small. She's a very small, petite girl. And these teeth, I'm like, this could fit like a 500-pound linebacker. Like, why do you have these big teeth in your mouth? And it's just like social media, because at that time, everyone and their mom was getting veneers. Yes. And it's just like, oh my God, they're huge. Pressure, the peer pressure. And then it's like the doctor's putting them in. What's going through your head? They're just like, I'm here for my check. That's it. That's it. That's all. Because what? Do you know what's her name? Summerella. So she, the other day, I was like, yo, this is crazy. She was like auctioning off, not even auctioning off, she was like giving away a free plastic surgeon, like, or free plastic surgery. She partnered with her plastic, and I'm like, what time are we living in where we're auctioning off plastic surgery? Like, it's a fucking handbag. They literally have plastic surgery, Botox parties. That's just insanity. And if you promote and get like 5 girls to go to a certain surgeon, you get a free surgery, or you get a coupon off of that. That's crazy to me.
That's just crazy.
But it is, everything is transactional.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's crazy.